A very important person. The President of the United States is a very important person, as were all the past presidents. In fact, there has been 44 men in this position as of 2008, however, it was not always this way. Way back in 1776, when the United States became independent from Great Britain, after much debate it was later decided that just one man would lead and he would be voted in by the citizens of the United States. Today we still have an election every 4 years to decide who will get this very important job.
Who can be president? There are some rules for being president. First, you must be at least 35 years old. Second, you must be an American-born citizen and have lived in the U.S. for at least 14 years. Some of the things the president has to decide on are new laws, whether the country has to go to war, who will become a new Supreme Court judge, and even if a prisoner should be given a pardon. Yikes! That is a lot of deciding to do. The president also has to give speeches and welcome ambassadors and other important people from foreign countries. However, it is not all work.
One of the great things about being president is the big White House they get to live in. The White House has been home to every president since 1800, starting with John Adams. The White House is so big that it is broken up into wings. Here the president and his family have their living quarters. The very first president to ever lead the United States was George Washington. He was born way back in 1732 on February 22. George Washington's first job was as a surveyor when he was around 15 or 16. He was so good at math, this made him a natural for this task. On April 30, 1789, George Washington was elected the first president of the USA. He was the only president to never have officially run for this title, and he won unanimously.
William Henry Harrison was elected president on March 4, 1841 and died 1 month later. James Garfield was the second president to be assassinated. A fellow named Charles Guida had written a speech and handed out several copies to the people. Just because being president has a tough job, dozen minutes they cannot let loose and have some fun once in a while. Among some of the most witty and funny presidents is Abraham Lincoln, but aside from being a great president, Abraham Lincoln was also the tallest president to date. He stood 6 feet 4 inches tall, 1.9 meters.
President Lincoln was also the only president to ever wear a beard in office. A great round of applause ignited everywhere when Barack Obama was elected president. This title made him the 44th President of the United States and the first African American. In January 2009, Barack Obama officially became President of the United States. 9 months later he received the Nobel Peace Prize. He then was re-elected president in November 2012. Now that we have explored some of the most famous presidents and a couple that barely got started, you can see how this job may be the most important one in the world.
For more information on any of the presidents, visit your local library, the internet, or even a museum. Looking back on history is not only educational, but is tons of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Please visit our Kids Companion page at http://editingplace.com/presidents. Thank you for watching.